Hi everyone, it's Mary Lou here. Welcome back to my channel. I have part 2 of my Mother's Day haul. So my children gave me some money for Mother's Day and I showed you haul part 1 and now this is the rest of it. This is from several different places and so I just want to jump in and go through the stack and show you. I've saved my favorite thing to show you for last that I haven't really opened and I haven't even seen. And some of this, if it's wrapped up, I haven't looked at it. And so the first things I want to show you are from Ranger. Oh, that's just paper. And so I got a few things that were on sale at Ranger. And so I really have been interested in some of these little things that are used for beading because my sister and I got into some beading when she was here visiting and we have made some of the prettiest things from beading and I'll show you that at some point. But these are just some little things that you can put on the ends and little jump rings and I don't really know quite what, but they were on a big sale and so I decided to try those. And then I really do like the Tim Holtz Ideology things. I like the weight of them. Okay, so these are from Ideology. These are the figure stands. And so I've seen Tim Holtz show these when he does his lives. And I think I saw these in a Halloween live maybe. Wow, they are really well packaged. But they're metal and they've got these little stands and then these little figures, these little images, they kind of remind me of the little Monopoly playing pieces. They go on the ends of the stands. So there's the star, a top hat that's very Monopoly-ish, and then the pointing finger. And so I really liked the look of those, and I've wanted to maybe look into the Ideology things a little more, just because I really like doing things that are miniature. And so I thought those might be kind of fun to try. And, you know, when you see things on a sale that you might not normally just go out and look for to buy, it's kind of fun to get them for a sale price and just be able to give them a try. So I really liked those. And then also in this bundle are some more of the Distress Mica stains. Now, I had never used these, and then I had an opportunity to try them in the fall when some Halloween ones went on sale at my local store. And so I thought, well, I'm going to see what that's all about. And I really like the mica stains. And I'll tell you, one of the things I like about them is that you can use them with like shrink plastic, and it helps the shrink plastic really hold its color. And so I also got, while I was in the Ranger website, this container that holds the mica stains. And so I'm going to stick those in there and the other ones that I have. Okay, and so they have these little slots, and let me bring in my other mica stains. And so now I have quite an assortment. So it looks like this holds 12. Yeah, and I've got 8 of them, and so that's just a great way to store them and keep things handy. I really like that. Okay. Then the other 2 things I got from Ranger were these cutting dies. This is everyday foliage, and I needed bigger foliage than what I have had. And so I decided to go ahead and get this one that had lots of different leaves. And this is from Spellbinders, but I did get it at the Ranger website. And so I know I have some Spellbinders dies and they cut beautifully. And then one other thing I wanted to get was just this letter stencil because I don't have any stencil that is alpha graphics or anything, or typography, anything like that. So I thought that would be really great. So several things that are really cool from Ranger. And I don't have it here because I saw it, opened it right up. I also did get Ranger Distress Oxide in Ground Espresso because I've wanted that for a long time and needed that. Okay, so then the next things I got are from Hobby Lobby. And so I needed the tape refills. I really like these. They're kind of the Hobby Lobby brand of the tape refills, but they work in your Tombow refill. They work in your Elmer's refill, that standard one that, you know, uses that shape. And this is 8 of them. And these were for $9, eight refills for $9. So that's a better price than buying them individually. And I really liked that. And then I found these in clearance. So for 32 cents, I got these really heavy metal plate markers that I thought would be nice to use in our garden. You can put vinyl on these. You can write on them with a Sharpie. There are just several ways to use those. So I got 3 packs. And so for $1, I got all of those nice heavy metal metal markers. And then I got just some standard doilies. I actually use those quite often. They make great bag toppers. That was in the bakery aisle. And then I had bought some Halloween paper last fall that looks like this. And this was on clearance for 62 cents, and it just goes with that Halloween paper. So I thought, oh, for 62 cents, I could use all of those little Halloween embellishments. I love their clearance aisle. And then we were on a short little weekend vacation down in Salt Lake City, Utah, and we stopped at a craft store called Heartfelt. And it is huge. Tons of paper crafts and quilting. And it was a little overwhelming. There was so much stuff. And I checked out their clearance and got some stamps for October. And then I got these stamps that I felt went along really well with this die that I got from KS Craft that cuts dresses. And I love these. And let me just show you my two finished ones that I have from that. But this is just a stamp set that kind of goes along with that, with the girls in their dresses and some flowers and just some sentiments like lunch date and hey there. And I just thought that would go along really well. And since it was on clearance at this store, I felt like that might be a good combination, and along with the October one. So if you live anywhere near Salt Lake City, there's some information about this store called Heartfelt, and it is a paper crafting quilting store. And wow, they have so many dies, and if you buy paper there, you can use all of these dies in there, the big heavy school dies. I mean, some of them are enormous, and they have these huge die cutting machines that you can go and just die cut for an hour if you want. And then I also found this. I love these. And when I saw this, I kind of went a little bit crazy. And so it's a beautiful paper pack. This is from Simple Stories. And so you might see, this came separately, but I just put it in the bag. So I just loved this. The whole bee theme with the yellow and the purple. I just felt like it was gorgeous. And so this is Simple Stories. And what is it called? It's called Simple Vintage Lavender Fields. And oh, the bee theme. I have been a beekeeper several times. I currently don't have bees, although I wish I did. It's one of my favorite things when we do have bees, to go outside in the morning and sit right next to their hive as they're waking up and coming in and out of the hive and eat my toast. That's one of my favorite things. But look at these beautiful papers. They're two-sided, and they're just so pretty. I love the purple and yellow and just the warmth of these papers. And it's got several cut aparts and all kinds of things. So I just felt like that was absolutely beautiful. And then it's got these that are stickers. So I just felt like that was such a gorgeous set, and one that I just knew those are colors that I will use. Okay, and then this is the last thing I want to show you. It came today from Simon Says Stamp. Now, I rarely buy kits. I am just not a kit person. I early on, when I first started doing a lot of paper crafts, I did buy some kits, but then I found out there was so much I didn't use that I like to use piece by piece. But then I was watching Tim Holtz show this particular kit from Simon Says Stamp, and I went, oh boy, I would use everything in that kit. And so I decided to go ahead and buy the kit. And so this kit has a sort of a carnival popcorn theme to it. And so there were things in the kit also that I have not used that I wanted to try. And one of those things was this. This is called, it's a snow marker. And so the way he showed it, Tim Holt showed it, you dab this on like your popcorn, and then you heat it with your embossing gun, and it kind of puffs up and looks almost like actual popcorn. And so I wanted to give that a try. And sometimes I really just like trying something new. And so that was it. Then there are these stickers, and these are scratch and sniff popcorn stickers that I thought were fun, and a little treat. Yeah, I guess. And so it looks like it's popcorn. And so then there were also included in here some card bases, and these end up being the 3.5 by 5 once you fold them. So that's a little bit smaller of a card base from what I usually use. And then it included the scattered straw distress oxide in the mini size. And then I thought this was so fun. He included with the kit they're dyed cotton balls. And the idea is to use this to create cotton candy because it's kind of a carnival amusement park theme. And so look at these dies. It came with 4 dies. The kit was... It was 39 something, so it was basically a $40 kit, but it had 4 dies. That alone would have been $40. And then it also included some other things I wanted to try. So it's got the popcorn holder die with all the bits of popcorn and the label. Just thought that was so fun. And then this banner die where it cuts the banner and the string and then you can weave it through. I loved that. And then it's got this is called ephemera slots. So it's just a plate and you can cut this into almost any shape, pocket, whatever, and just create slots for your ephemera. And then the last one is just a simple cone that when you roll this up and glue it together, it creates a cone. And that's what he was using with the dyed cotton balls to create something that looked like cotton candy at the fair. And then he included also just some red and white twine. And this, you know how much I love tickets. If you've watched my channel for very long at all, you know I love tickets. So these are pre-made, very vintage looking tickets, and they are perforated, so you can just take the tickets out and use them right away. And I just love the whole carnival feel of the tickets, and I just thought those were so much fun, and that was one of the things that made me go, oh, maybe I do want this kit. Mostly it was probably that it was a $40 kit that had 4 dies and stamps. And I realized I have several things that go along with this sort of carnival amusement park theme, because I have some things from Queen and Company that has like a Ferris wheel. It's got a merry-go-round, some bumper cars. And I just thought these would go along so well with what I already have. So when I'm buying, that's one of the things I'm considering is, will this fit in with things I already have? And I've been making some patriotic cards like this using the bell shaker from Scrap Diva, but I wanted to use that for a sort of a 4th of July theme. And I realized I don't have anything that looks like fireworks. And so when I saw this kit, I went, wow, all of these fireworks and the sort of razzle-dazzle things I thought would be so fun and would really contribute to my making some patriotic cards for the 4th of July. And so I love that. And that's a big stamp set with just a lot of things that I really think I will use. So here's the inspiration sheet that gives ideas for how to use some of the things in the kit. And if you look here, you can see how cute that cone with the cotton candy is on there. And I see this is Nina Marie Trapani. She's one of my favorites. I love to watch her. And so there's that. And then we've got some paper. So it looks like just some copy paper, I guess. And then a really nice heavy red cardstock and the kind of neutral buff. And then look at these. Just some really pretty, exciting, fun papers that could be used as backgrounds on a card. So when all was said and done, I felt like there were so many things in this kit that would just go along with things I already have and would make it really fun. And so I'm so excited that I got that, and it's fun to look at it and see it in real life. I saw it when Tim Holtz introduced it, but wow, to hold it and see it in real life is so fun. So I really enjoyed my Mother's Day hauls. I feel like I haven't bought this much for crafting in a year. It's just been so much fun, but I really like the things I bought. And so keep your eye out for good deals. I don't encourage you to go out and buy a lot. I encourage you to use what you have. And if you do buy, make sure it fits in well with what you've got, and you don't need to then buy a lot more to support the new things you're buying. Let your new things support what you already have. So I hope that gives you some good ideas and that you enjoyed seeing my Mother's Day gifts from my kids. And I hope you have a wonderful day and find something good, beautiful, and true, and we'll see you next time.